from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Eddie Pinheiro, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Peters. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Offense. Everybody's down in control. Let's just make plays, man.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Graham, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out. This drive started way back inside their own 5. Now they're looking for the capper. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Peters. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 8 yards there and a first down.
8 yards pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Find, and it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
39-yard line.
Second and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, 5. Here we go,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Hardy. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
3rd and 3.
On third down, it's Hardy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second. TD of the game and 18th of the year as the Bears push further out in front. And it is now 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Know your job.
Going up top. It got his man complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for the... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
At the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
45-yard line.
Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Bears.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, Hardy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give right side. It's Hardy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And 7.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. Connor takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with... what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now back to throw. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
at the 4-yard line.
25 yards that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Adam Troutman, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Washington.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it.
The quarterback on the
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't see. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
First down.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get...
And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Recovered by Chicago.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points